Hey, you guys, it's me, and what am I in? I think I'm in week 4 at MCU. So I've done week 3 and week 4, and just updating you guys on what I've been learning so far. So this week we have been diving into scientific studies and how to decipher them, how to know what a reliable scientific study is. It's really interesting to publish a study through ACOG. It does not have to have scientific evidence-based statistics behind it. They can publish a study that is opinion-based, or if it's a general consensus of this is how we practice, then that study can be published as well. So whenever you're reading a scientific study, you really have to look at if it is evidence-based, and they have they'll say like it's a level 1, 2, or 3 scientific study, and each of those means either it's evidence-based statistically, or if it's opinion-based, or etc. So that's what we've been learning. And then also we talked about neural binding and the medical model of care versus the midwife's model of care. Whenever we talk about the medical model of care, we're not talking about just obstetricians, okay? A midwife can practice the medical model of care. It's not as common, but it does happen. An obstetrician can practice the midwife's model of care. So the medical model of care, they see the woman as a patient. They do not see the baby and the woman or birthing person as one unit that's working together. They see pregnancy as a problem that needs to be fixed. And without them, they cannot possibly have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, let alone know how to have their baby. The midwife model of care obviously is much different. We believe that the pregnant person and the baby work together. The body knows how to do this. It's very much more compassionate care and about sin. The midwife's model of care, you are really paying attention to the birthing person and their feelings, their anxieties, their stressors. You're looking at their whole life in the bigger picture, because that goes into how you will have your baby. Your environment really goes into it all. So we looked at neural binding and how obstetricians get a bad rap that they are doing these things on purpose. But really, they're not doing them on purpose. They have been taught in medical school that pregnancy is a symptom, and they've been taught that they need to manage that symptom. And they've experienced things because of intervention that affect their care now. If you have an obstetrician who goes in and sees a birth that is being highly managed, that obstetrician is going to view birth as traumatic because their brain has dug a trench in it to say, oh my gosh, that was a traumatic event. Birth is a traumatic thing, and I don't want that to happen again, so I'm going to manage it so that this woman does not hemorrhage, because that's what happened the first time I saw it. So it's really interesting. It's going to take a lot of, I don't know what it's going to take to change the view set of a lot of obstetricians. They need to see more natural births, which I got into nutrition, all about what we can do to make positive changes in the birth culture. So I will later. And then I'm working on a presentation. I have to do a presentation which is, you just pick your own topic about midwifery, and it's really hard for me to pick my own topic. I have had so many topics, and I cannot settle on one. I'll get halfway through with the research of one, and then I'll change my mind. Like, I've thought about mental health as a topic, thought about the postpartum period as a topic, I've thought about the benefits of water in your birth. there's just so many topics with midwifery. I do not know what to pick, and I'm kind of struggling. So if you have a favorite topic that you would like to, please put it down below. And I also have to make a presentation on the integumentary system for biology, and that is all about, that's what your integumentary system is. It's your skin. Oh yeah, working on that. And I had to do a interview at a local hospital of their statistics. Visited our local hospital today and met with their obstetrics manager. Essentially, she manages the obstetric units, and was pleasantly surprised. This hospital, in my mind and of what I know of it, has had a bad rap over the past 5-6 years, probably before that, but they have since then changed their cesarean rate for first-time mothers is about 11% now. They're on the up and up, and they were talking about initiating a program that deals with how to make home birth transfers and the hospital make it seamless and smooth. And so that's really exciting. I'm going to read more about that and see what that's about. Some resources for you guys if you want to start learning some more stuff. The Outward Mindset by a group is a book that we are reading for our communications class and is mind-blowing. Everybody should read this book. Everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your profession is. We all need to practice an outward mindset. It is about seeing people as people and not necessarily agreeing with them, but seeing them as a person versus thinking of only your own needs. You are thinking of everybody's needs and how we can all come to a conclusion together and without cutting each other down, without having opinions about this person, but just everybody as a person. Okay, another resource is the seleni.org mental health. It is a mental health website. The Seleni organization is many good resources they have on there, and they're all about bringing awareness to mental health. I read a statistic that said maternal postpartum suicides are more prevalent and maternal mortality rates are complicating themselves after having a baby than there is people dying from pregnancy complications. And that's so, so sad. And it's a subject that is near and dear to me. I've had postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, and I've definitely been there where you don't know how you're going to make it and you don't really want to make it. So I think more awareness needs to be brought to the postpartum period and the mental health. All right, another resource is the Leapfrog Group, leapfroggroup.org. You can go there and you can search a hospital anywhere. The hospital may not have submitted statistics to them, but they do have a lot of hospitals in there. Tell you it could be the maternity that you're looking at, their surgery, just any number of things, and will tell you how on the up and up, how modern they are for good patient outcomes. So go look at that and search your zip code and see what your local hospitals score. Last but not least resource is Weava Highlighter, WEAVA. The link is down below. And it is a really cool resource, kind of like Evernote, but whenever you are on any website, you can highlight stuff and you can change the color of the highlight based on the label of it. So if you're working on, say you want to highlight each class a different color, you can highlight anything on any web page and label it. So I'm going to label this as my biology class for my biology presentation. I'll label it green. Save it to my we can print off all of my highlighted sources on one page, and this is the best part, it will create your citations, because whenever you are writing something in APA format, you must cite everything. And it is really the most tedious part of writing a paper. So Weava will give you your citations. All you have to do is put in the author and the date, and then it will format it for you in the proper APA format. Go ahead and look it over just to be sure, but it's amazing. So yeah, go check that out. Things I'm excited for with my midwifery journey are getting into attending births, obviously, connecting more with my classmates. Oh, there's this really cool thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to start Haiti. I talked about that on my last video. Is a group in Haiti, and they need like new mother kits and new baby kits. They even need just female kits in general, and then they need kits. And so these are really basic, easy kits that we can put together. What I was thinking is that I would make an Amazon list to accommodate, say, 100 kits, and you can go on Amazon from anywhere in the world and ship them to my place, and I could get a local group of people to put together the kits, and then we'll ship them to is going to be going down there, and she can take them with her. So it's just a small thing that we can do for this group of women that really need it. Whenever 100 women are dying in childbirth, that's just so sad, and to think that we could help just a little bit. Yeah, so I want to do that. I'll post the details whenever I get all the details worked out. So that's it, and I will see you whenever I live.